Okay. Hello. Can we read now? Is it better? I mean, there might be a little bit more of a delay. Yay! Guys, would you look at that? See, we put our minds together. We solved the problem. Basically, that's how it should be, right? Okay, so, yeah. You can control the screen by pressing Control Plus, but I'll lose chat. Okay. I want to talk about this. I'll just move you guys here to the side, and we'll talk about this here. Look at this. Hi. Okay, so yeah, basically, I'll just restart. Basically, my mom sent me this. My mom is a really nice lady, by the way, but she sent me this email and a text today, like overkill, double trouble. And she said, Connor, I read an article today that we're gonna get $700 gold by this summer, and I'm scared. And I was like, yeah, I want to pre-order my $700 good gold too. Trust me. So anyway, my mom was basically like, Connor, and she sent me this email, and I opened it, and immediately I was like, oh God, what is going on? And so I read this, and the first thing I noticed is that it's like a page long, and it's full of hyperlinks. And the reason I want to, the reason I want to talk about it is because like not everybody is like as savvy about metals and economy and finances and whatnot, and they fall for traps like this all the time. And basically, you can tell already that I don't agree with this article, but I want to read it over, and I want your guys' opinion. And mostly, I just didn't want to like edit a video because it's already kind of late. It's 9 o'clock here now. So yeah, but I'm gonna first say hi to everybody. Hi. There's some people here I don't recognize, which is kind of nice. I've been gone for a little while, and I was moving across the country and stuff, and so hopefully I can get back into YouTubing. But yeah. So this is the thing. Let's just kind of talk about the article. So Harry Dent, whose motto is "It's gonna get ugly," he's been told that his whole life. Basically, he did some research, okay, and his research says that gold is gonna tank and it's gonna go to $700. But I kind of want to talk about why it's hilarious, right? Yeah, so I know Harry Dent is wrong. I, I know Harry Dent is wrong. Uh, but not everybody does. Not even my mom. Okay, my mom sent me this. And yeah, so let's talk about this. Investors are fleeing to gold in a desperate attempt to weather the recent market volatility. So we know recently that crypto's kind of dropped a bit, which is more or less unrelated. Stocks have been taking a good hit recently. Um, we know real estate's in a bubble right now, and all of these things. And to me, that screams it's obvious. Metals, metals are your safe haven, right? But I guess that's not obvious to everybody, even my mom. And so, yeah, let's kind of look at this. While many economists will argue that gold is not in a bubble, I think we can kind of all agree that gold is not in a bubble. Because let's look at this graph. Does this area right here look like it's in a bubble? This is the only true piece of information on this. I mean, they're not even fleeing from paper. They're really not even fleeing from paper. They're not fleeing from anything. They want everything they can have with metals, paper or not. I personally think paper is a scam, um, but they're not even doing that. They're just there's no bubble. Prices have been declining for the past year. I remember I made a estimation that silver would be at $20 in December, and I was wrong. Um, it's actually worse than that. So how do you have a bubble of something that's going down in price? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a backwards bubble, like an upside down bubble. Um, but yeah, let's just make fun of this guy for a second. While many economists will argue that gold is not in a bubble and insist it will soar to 2, 5, or 10,000, my research has said otherwise. So I kind of want to talk about Let's click on this link and see what Harry Dent's latest report is. I wish it was, yeah, it's a cup. Or a bubble backwards is elbub. We're going to call it elbub from now on. Click on this. And let's just soak it in, guys. Soak it in. Over the next 6 to 9 months, bad stuff's going to happen. But you won't hear it from the media or the Wall Street machine or DC people. But they'll tell you all about our good economy and our hottest stock market. And they'll even tell you about ICOs and low inflation and GDP growth, right? How are you going to make an argument against gold and silver when you're going to reference three things that don't even relate to gold and silver? He initially talked about a growing stock market, or our falling stock market, cryptocurrencies, and low inflation. So when the stock market goes down and it crashes, what are people going to look? Yeah, right? Yeah. What are they going to look into next? Where do they want to put their money? They want to put it into a safe haven asset, gold and silver. They're not going to want, I don't know what this dude's talking about. And then he talks about cryptocurrencies, right? So according to this dude, every single time a new ICO comes out, gold prices rise. That doesn't make sense, right? He's saying they'll tell you about the failing cryptocurrencies, and that's going to make gold drop. So apparently he's saying the opposite right now. It doesn't even make sense. And then low inflation. We like to kind of use inflation, obviously, um, as a justification for buying metals. It's a hedge. It's not an investment really. It's not going to make you rich, but it's a hedge. Yeah, dude, this dude's hilarious. But so I don't know how to respond to my mom. You guys give me some good responses. I'll text her right now. How do you respond to your mom? Because for me, like, I want to buy metals in case of inflation. Hey, mostly outdoors. Hello. Oh, and look, now he wants me to buy it. All right, we'll move on. All right, let's look at this guy. He's a prophet. He's never been more certain of anything in over 30 years of economic forecasting. Yeah, so Juju be gold. That's kind of what I want to get at. Is like the thing that makes me mad about this is that he's preying on the people that won't do their own research. And unfortunately, in the metal stacking community, there is a high percentage of people that are pretty old, right? They've been stacking forever. They've like the only people with their heads screwed on, right? You know? And that's who he's preying on. Is like the people that don't realize how big of a scam this is. And unfortunately, my mom falls into that category, right? I don't know. I'm gonna click through these links for you guys so you don't have to. But let's first look. Let's first look at his profit quotes. Okay. So if we keep going, all of these hyperlinks are gonna lead to the same exact video. Yeah, let's leave that one. Dude, Dent. Harry Dent. Safe asset slaughter. Don't worry though. When the stock market crashes and cryptos start to take a dip and real estate bubble pops, what you should do is you should sell all of your metal and then you should pull it all out into fiat currency because we can't trust the banks at this point. And then we should just put all of no. Well, yeah, okay. So that's kind of my point too, Tom. Tom Manley. Um, if gold hits $700, this is what I want to talk about now. Let's look at this graph. So 2008, right? We had a little high, and then the like correction happened, and this basically the entire economy we had a crash, and we dropped down to here, right? Right down to here. That's what I want to happen, because look what happens after that. But Harry Dent here is here to tell you to ditch your gold right now. Ditch it all. Because it's going to be $700 come summertime. And that's when we can start buying it or something. I don't know. But Yeah, I don't know. You can tell, like, so I tried to make a video about this, and I was sarcastic the entire time, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. So I figured I'd just talk to you guys live, set up my live stream for the first time. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know. But you guys want to do some questions or anything while I'm here? I haven't talked to half of you in a long time. I could show you my new February pickups, which is pretty cool. Yeah, dude, Cliff High drive me nuts. If I have to read another thing about Cliff High, I'm gonna go bananas. I finally stopped subscribing to Bix Weird too, because that was like absurd. But here, when you understand this event, including the fundamental reasons driving it, don't panic. I'll show you my pickups. Yeah, dude, he's weird. I'll show you my pickups. I just gotta figure out how to use the camera, uh, without just like completely showing who I am. you know. Um. Oh, I wanted to talk also while we're here, dude. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to talk also. I had this discussion earlier about the dollar. Okay, with one of my buddies. My buddy's like he's a big stock trader, and so he's been crying for the past few days, which is fine. I'm not bashing people that trade stocks. I'm just saying I have personal preference. That preference is gold and silver. Um, and as you can see, this week's been pretty hard. I have a 401k. It's taken a big hit, but yeah, I'm not that happy about it. DW, tell your mom the cost is about $1,200 to dig gold from the ground. Then the price will have to be higher than 1,200. No one can produce at a loss for long. Yeah, I don't know how to say that to my mom nice. I was like, "Thank you, mom. This is really interesting. Thank you." I'll read it again. Is what I told her. Actually, I'll read it twice. Okay. Can you hear this? My new pickup's in there. All right. I'm gonna try to set up my camera. Oops. Yeah, I mean it's nice. My mom's nice for sure, but I might have lost sound. Hey, let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me, dudes. Hi, hidden numismatist. Cool. All right. I wanted to show you some stuff. I wanted to show you the $700 gold. Oh, man, it's really hard to read. Not the crouch. Yeah, dude, I know. All right, so this is my newest gem. Let's get some. Man, I don't have a good lamp. Is that better? Dude, I wasn't prepared to do show and tell. I just wanted to talk about this scammer guy. Wait, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the new one for February. It's from Uruguay. 5 peso. Wait, can you see it? Sorry, dudes. It's hard. So my camera broke. I'm kind of mad about it, but we'll figure out how to fix that. Yeah, live and unscripted, dude. That's for sure. And here's the back, my favorite part. So this is like a quarter ounce exactly almost. I think it's 0.2501. And it kind of like spurred, I know like my name's Silver Future, right? But I've been like more into gold this year and since I traded all this shit. But this stuff, geez, sorry guys. I edit usually most of my my curse words. I like cough sometimes. Sometimes I like have to pee in the middle of a video, so I edit that out, obviously. And yeah, there's no editing on this, dude. But 5 pesos. Yeah, so this is the first part of February, and then I get bonus and taxes and other stuff, and that'll all be going into silver. So I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, P and curse words. So cryptos. Since you asked, Tom Manley, I yeah, dude, I'm sorry. So I haven't whatchamacallit it live streamed before. I wasn't aware of how much finesse it was gonna take. But I'll get there. But yeah, cryptos. Since you brought it up, Tom. Um, I am still. I still think. I think that this like correction basically is from everybody panicking and selling, and then like obviously some like regulation stuff going on, as well as the scams that were recently exposed or whatever. I'm not anti crypto. I never have been. I definitely have a preference for gold and silver, but yeah, I I still currently buy, and I dollar cost average all of that, and yeah, I'm buying the same amount as I was last week as I was in May of last year, so I'm still buying. But yeah, full crypto stack video. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, mostly outdoors, dude. It's going great. It's interesting. So I know most of you guys don't care, but I moved across the country with the same company because they were going to close down my site. I was a chemist in Colorado, working on pharmaceutical drugs basically, and now I'm with the same company. It's just the treatment is for cancer instead of for asthma or diabetes or allergies or smoking cessation or whatever, right? So it's still cool. I just yeah, I don't know. It's been weird. It's taken away YouTube from me. I still read all the comments, but like once I made that Bitcoin video, I kind of stopped reading the comments because there's so many like people that are pissed. But here's my point about the whole Bitcoin thing. How many people bought at 20,000? Like a lot of freaking people. How many people bought at 10,000? A bunch, right? Like so many people. And you can say, yeah, look at the growth since last May. Fine, you win that argument. It's been crazy growth. But I don't care about that unless you bought in May. What I do care about is how many of you, like, maybe not you guys, but how many people bought at 20,000 and now they just like they threw $10,000 in the trash can. Like that's screwed. I don't know. That's like if you're gonna buy, just dollar cost average. Don't try to be a day trader. Don't trade it around. Just buy it because you believe in it, and that's fine. And I'm not gonna give you grief about that. But I will give you grief about bashing metals just because they haven't had the same performance this year. You can see stocks are going down. You can see cryptos are going down. And all of that money, who knows where it's at right now, but it's got to go somewhere. And if people were smart, and I hope that they are, they would put a little bit of it into metals. At least whatever you can afford, right? Yeah. Yeah, Silver Wolverine, man, I know. Yeah. I don't think it's good either. I don't really believe in it, but I'll dollar cost average it until I don't know, and just see where it goes. I'm not blowing that much money on it, to be honest. So it is what it is. It's really hard to read you guys down there. I'm trying not to peek. DW says helping people beat cancer. Yeah, it's really cool, man. I don't know if you've heard of the new technologies out there, but they're becoming more and more insane every month almost. There's a new application being worked on. Um, and yeah, hopefully one day we can treat cancer like we can the common cold, and you can just buy your medication from the grocery store. and it'll be like, oh man, where's Tom? Well, Tom had cancer last week, but he's fine. He'll be back next month. Like, hopefully that's what happens. So this right here, GW, is I don't know, like 5 ounces or something. These ones are only 18% of an ounce, 19%. There's a lot of those. These are 1 full ounce. It's just a big Krugerrand. This one is a 1/4 ounce. These ones are 1/4 ounces. The American Half Eagles. What else we got? Here's a Sovereign. It's about a 1/4 ounce. This one's cool. It's a 10 kroner. Can we get it in there? Yeah, he's kind of cool. I need better light. I'll do this in the kitchen next time, but I don't want to move and show you guys my entire living room. That would be weird. My cryptos are like, whoa. Nice, dude. I'm glad for you. You must have bought them a long time ago. If you bought them in the last 2 months, they're not really like whoa anymore, and they're like sad, you know. It's kind of a bummer. But I've bought at all times, so I know what it feels like to lose money on cryptos. I know what it feels like to make money on cryptos. And yeah, that's a dangerous game, dude. But that's kind of why I like metal. Like, this is pretty risk-free. I mean, you may lose 5% in a year or something, but you could also, I mean, if you wait long enough and you hold it and you let it be a store of wealth. If you stuff $20 in your sock drawer, it'll feel the same way. But this has the potential to go up, and it has the potential to save you when your dollar's not worth that much anymore. Silver future will never happen. Doctors will not allow it. Many would be out of jobs. So Silver Wolverine, dude, I kind of agree with you. The company I work for is trying to pioneer their way into changing basically the entire health sector. So we understand for sure that pharmaceuticals are too expensive, doctors are too expensive, hospital visits are too expensive, treatments, all of that's too expensive. But the biggest part about your medical bill that's expensive is the time. So like the doctor's time, the hospital's time. Like if you're in a hospital for a few days, like that's the most expensive part, and the insurance, right? But if we can at least reduce the drug cost, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I bought silver at $1.25 an ounce, dude. That's awesome. Your dollar was worth a lot more back then, but still, I wish I could buy it at $1.25. That's for sure. Most couldn't afford without insurance. That's very true. That's kind of sad, actually. Do you let somebody die because they can't afford the medication? Like, that's sketchy. I don't like it. Pulled silver from my change when I was a kid. Dude, that's awesome. I found a walking Liberty quarter in my neighbor's laundry quarters. Yeah, not the other day. It was like 6 months ago, but I was stoked. It's the first time I found silver in circulation. Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to talk about this with Tom and DW. So you guys are older. Um, was it ever a thought back in the day to trade dollars for dollars, silver for silver or silver for gold? Obviously, if you had stacked Morgans back then, you'd have more silver now than if you stacked 4 quarters. Was that ever did people ever talk about that back then? I used to find silver quarters when I worked as a cashier. Dude, I was a cashier in high school and I never thought to look for it. How stupid is that? I probably could have made a bunch. Alright, I'll show you some pretty silvers. Oops. I saved silver when they went to clad, but sold $45 an ounce. Yeah, so did you guys ever trade back in the day when silver was in your coins? Did you ever trade quarters for Morgans. Because like nowadays, that would have made you a fair amount of silver in the difference. Obviously, a Morgan has more than 4 quarters. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, alright, that's better. What one do you want to look at? Mm. Oh, look, we can see more. So I'm looking to get this beard. You guys have a beard like that? No, dude, I like to bing up my gold. Like, does that make you mad? Yeah. Sorry. I'll put it away. Hang on, I know I got another cool one. Did you guys get a chance to see these? Did I ever show these? God, it's so hard to show. Ah, I'm starting to think pre-90 or pre-33 gold is the way to go. I heard that the local coin shop guy I used to go to uh, was saying that the premium on these is dropping a lot. So maybe this is something to look out for in the future. You just gotta be careful. Don't consider it to be 3/9 fine or nothing. It's definitely a alloy. It triggers you? I'm sorry, Richard. I didn't mean it. Dang, 1750 each for Eagles, man. Okay, so my first silver purchase ever was 100 ounces of Eagles, and the 100 ounces of Eagles I got them each at 22.50, and I was stoked. I was so stoked. So 1750 is basically amazing. Yeah, that's the thing, DW. I would rather have circulated stuff. That way I don't feel bad if I play with it. If I get 3/9s fine, like new maple or like maples are 4/9s, right? But if I get like 3/9s fine, like I don't know, a Philharmonic or something, are those even? I don't know. I feel bad if I touch it. Like if I were to go get a Queen's Beast or something, I'd feel like I have to protect it or something. But I'd rather just like bang them around, you know? I guess these are technically bullion. These little Krugs, but they still were circulated, you know. So I don't really care all that much. Yeah. Hey, you want to see some fun? You want to hear the differences? I'm looking to trade for these if anybody's got them. You guys get any of these assay office rounds? If you find them, I'm looking to trade for them. I want a bunch. This is basically all I want. This year I'm not really going for government issued bullion. I'm going to be going only for vintage generic that I can get at a decent price. Less than government issued bullion, obviously. And then gold. So yeah, if you guys have any of these, I want them. I'll trade you something. I don't know what you want. It's hard to navigate the camera, sorry. But yeah. I'm working on a tube. Dude, they're cool. Like you can find them in the just the generic boxes usually. I don't know. For me, they're worth like $2 or $3 over spot. If that's the most I'll pay for them. But oftentimes you can find them in this for the same price as just general generic, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. So if you guys have questions about selling silver and gold, I clearly went through it. I had to trade it all for gold, all my silver for gold. I traded about 400 ounces. And if you guys have questions on what I think is worth it, I don't think a lot of the stuff I bought was worth it. I don't think so. I sold things like the Rwanda Rooster. I sold things like the Archangel Michael. These are premium rounds, you know. I traded things that were like even turtles or a couple pandas or like stuff like that. That stuff's not worth it, especially if you're not looking at like a 10-year span. If you want to hold it for 10 years, fine. But if you're not, for me, I got the best rate of return on generic silver. So generic silver is what I'm going to go for. And if you do the math, the premium you pay per value dollar amount on gold is way less than that of silver. So now I'm kind of bumping towards gold. But that's because I don't want to hold it for 10 years. I want to hold it till I can buy a house or whatever and save it. Gold Canadian maple versus the eagle. Dude, I'd go for the eagle. Though I personally really like the maples. If you like resale value in general, I feel like you'll get more for the eagle back. My coin shop ain't big enough to have a generic bin. Yeah, dude. So that's the other thing. I haven't found a single coin shop since I've been here. And it would be like $1 million taxes. So I got to drive to Pennsylvania. So if anybody knows a Pennsylvania, New Jersey border coin shop that's worth going to, tell me and I'll drive there. I'll even come give you a high five. Yeah, Will. The security on the Canadian is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Oh, Smokey, bro. I'm kidding. There's no way you would have known I wanted them, but I do want them. If you find more, I'm interested, for sure. Golden Banger. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hi there. Hey, say it 69. I want to call you Brandon. I hope that's your right name. I could be wrong though. Sorry if I got your name wrong, but I think your name is Brandon. Happy to see you either way. Any idea on what coin shops will buy each one of them for? Yeah, will. The eagle. They'll buy the eagle for more. Promise. And if not, they'll buy them for the same amount. And they both could have been ran over by a car. Like they doesn't matter really their condition when you're selling it to a shop. If you're selling it to a dude, obviously whichever one he likes more, or whichever one's in better shape is the one he wants. But oh, it's Sean. Dang, Sean. Hey man, I'm sorry. You changed your picture, right? I think you used to have a picture of your face. Sean, feel like a jerk now. Who will sell my gold for $700 an ounce? Dude, um, I'll buy it for $700 an ounce. Oh, me, yeah. No one. No one's gonna do that ever. Like literally ever. I certainly hope they don't anyway. Maybe if they read that article. For those of you, I don't know how many people have been here for a bit, but I started off this conversation by looking at this. Oh, I clicked out of it. There was an article my mom sent me that said gold was guaranteed to be $700 by summer, and I laughed so hard. Want to test the so-called new spots protection. Dude, I haven't heard about that, Wolverine. I want to know. Man, I still can't imagine, even in my dreams, a coin shop as big and real as the one you had in Colorado. Man, I'd like to hit up a real big coin shop. Dude, so the cool thing about that coin shop in Colorado is he he literally bought the Denver Coin Expo. So he's the owner now of the Denver Coin Expo. So that's insane, right? So if you go there, it'll be sponsored by, like, not sponsored, I guess sponsored by that shop. So if you're ever in town during one of those events, I think there's one coming up in May. it's run by that shop, and that shop is like the best place ever. Literally, so like, for example, these assay office rounds are just sitting in generic bins. You can kind of request whatever you want. It's pretty amazing. Wolverine, what is this new spots protection you're speaking of? Windshield surface protection. Dude, that sounds like something I would put on my car. That's pretty cool. I need some surface protection in my life. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm tired of spots, though. I think I got a wolf, and it spotted like a couple weeks later. Stupid. Guess I need to go somewhere with a population bigger than 2,000. I mean, that's not the only requirement. Mostly outdoors. I'm in a place with a whole lot of people. You know, hundreds of thousands. And there's still no good coin shop here. Canada had a silver milk spot problem. Yeah, yeah, they did. I'm willing to say they probably still have that problem. Yeah. Hey, man, I wish I had more stuff to show you guys. I don't. Oh yeah, I'm willing to trade for some of these too. Wait, where'd they go? Some of these bad boys. I want some more of these. Oh, there we go. These A-mark stackers. I think there's a few different types, but I don't care. They're cool though. Look at the difference between it and something normal. Buffaloes or eagles? Look at the difference. Ah, it doesn't do anything. Whoa, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry for your ears. I feel like I clickbaited you guys. You know? Sorry about that. Anyways, hey, the whole reason I made this live stream was so it wouldn't take that long. So I think I'm like, sorry dudes, but I'll do another one soon. Maybe we can do a Q&A. We can do some fun stuff. We can do some show and tell. We can do. I want to talk a little bit how I think Elon Musk is gonna change metal prices. I'll talk about that tomorrow. If you guys don't know who he is, but basically it's obvious. Yeah, but okay. In conclusion, um, gold's not going to go down to $700, and I think now's as good a time as any to buy some metal, dudes. So yeah, but he's changing the world whether you like it or not. And I'm not like a huge Elon Musk fan, but I think that metals are gonna profit because of him. He's a robot. Dude, he might be. He might be a robot. Anyways, yes, sorry. So I was doing a live stream, one, because I wanted to try it out, two, I wanted to talk to you guys, and three, I didn't really want it to take too long. So this one's been about 40 minutes. I'm going to start wrapping it up. I think if you guys want, you keep talking in the chat. I won't close it or whatever. But good to see everybody. Glad we could talk. Good to talk to you. Hasta luego. Yeah, see ya.